Hello everyone, it's Exoman, and today I'm going to cook a pork chop. I'm going to have pork. I have stopped fasting every day. We're intermittent fasting only 3 days a week. So we skip a day. So it's late morning and I'm going to have breakfast. So I'm going to have a pork chop and eggs. And what I wanted to share with you is a cooking experiment. I'm going to sear my pork chop, but you have to cook pork chops properly or they get tough and dry. The other thing I wanted to point out was my choice of cookware for eggs. I'm gonna fry some eggs over easy, and this is my favorite pan that I've ever had. This is I've always cooked with egg pans since the mid-70s, where you can flip the eggs. Now, this is quite a heavy pan for flipping eggs. I used to use the lighter weight ones, but this is great. I've made the adjustment to this and it's fantastic. And the reason I love this is because it is a carbon steel pan. It has some similar properties to cast iron, but stainless steel. I want to point out, I can't stand stainless steel cookware. I'm just not a fan of it. For frying, that is, or cooking anything sticky. So, completely different animal than this. They may look very similar when these are brand new, but these carbon steel pans must be seasoned and they must be cared for properly. But I'm going to show you how I use that as the ultimate non-stick pan. I think I've made a video on this before, but since we're cooking pork chop and eggs today, we're going to do that again as a bonus feature. But first, I've got this cast iron skillet in which I will cook my pork chop, and what I'm going to do is attempt to sear it on the bottom quickly and sear it on the top quickly, and then let it cook for another minute or so on each side. Should have a delicious, juicy, tender pork chop as a result. So let's get into that. Oh, and also, no matter what you do, no matter what you make a video about, you're going to have the naysayers. It doesn't matter what you do. I've done thousands of videos, literally, and I've never created a video where I wasn't wrong, according to somebody, doing it exactly wrong. One of those things is cast iron on a glass top or a ceramic stove. Big no-no. No, not true. Just be careful. Don't smash your pan down on the glass. Don't grind your pan into it, the ceramic, and you're fine. That's been my experience for 20 or 30 years, but what do I know? Okay, so it's going to get a little loud, and I'll try to overtalk the noise. All right? Because what's going to happen is if I start this searing torch up, this is Sear Pro. We love these. I'll put a link so you can buy one of these if you're interested. It's a really good unit. So check the information down below. But what I'm going to do is get this really hot, put the chop in there. Okay, it's really hot. And I'm going to try with one hand without setting the fire alarm off. That's why I have the vent on. I'm going to try to sear it on top. Okay, so I've just got some sea salt, some Himalayan salt in here, probably, for starters. Let's even out this pool of oil. Put this in here to sear. And let's turn this on. Turn that up a little bit. Let's sear the top. We can do this without setting off the fire alarm. See, when you sear these chops, it kind of helps the idea is quickly searing it, sealing the moisture, the juice. That might not be quite enough. just a little bit on top. Now naturally I'm not going to get it too dark with raw meat. So I'm going to flip this over. But I've sealed it. Let's call it sealing. This is, after all, now this is an experiment. Okay? I'll flip this bad boy over to that nice brown color. And we're going to continue cooking this side that started in the pan, right? Pull that off the heat. Okay. Now I'm going to call that good. It's only been a few minutes. Now for the eggs. Put this way down. Now, I know there's a lot of people that don't like this, but I like to cook with a cooking spray. It just does a better job of lubricating without all that loose oil for me. I don't know that I've ever done a left-handed, cracked an egg left-handed like that, so forgive my clumsiness. Move that up. That was really high. All right, now, see how that's starting to move? That medium heat here. Look at that. And if you don't trust your pan or your skillet, you can always squirt a little bit more Pam on the top, or cooking spray, I should say. Now, watch this. Get those moved. Ah, shoot! You know that yolk just broke. I don't know why that happened, but that's okay. There we go. This one shouldn't be broken. Just a weak yolk. These eggs have been in the refrigerator for a few weeks, I believe. But, I do this every day without breaking the yolk. So trust yourself. Learn how to flip with a piece of bread. That's how I learned when I was a kid, how to do this. All right, let's get a plate. I guess we could have put that chop on. Oh, I need a bigger plate. That's a little more done than I like, because I'm, again, doing this one-handed. I chop over here. Now let's cut into this and see. Put some salt and pepper. There we go. Hey, this is how I like them. Okay, let's cut in. Pork looks pretty fabulous. Let's try it. Very tender. Perfectly cooked. Look at that. Let's check out the egg. Beautiful. All right. I think that was a fun experiment. Look at that. Again, I just wanted to show you how perfectly cooked that pork is. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, so I think what I've learned here, what I've demonstrated, is that you can kind of speed up the process and do it in such a way that you seal everything in, because you've got heat coming from below, heat coming from above with the Sear Pro, and you're just kind of enveloping it in the heat, like if say you were cooking it in an oven, if you were properly cooking it in a cast iron pan. And with pork chops, it's all about the timing and the heat, you know. So I had medium to high heat. I had the flame gun going from the top, and it just, like I say, it sealed everything in quickly, kept it moist. I limited the time. I think people generally do about 3 minutes per side with pork chops. Everybody varies a little bit, but that was quick, easy, and the proof is in the pudding. The pudding was delicious. Well, it's delicious. It worked pretty darn easy. Thank you, Sear Pro. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit like and subscribe. I really appreciate you. Bon appetit.